What's up, everybody? The One Shadavinsky coming at you today with a gameplay commentary, some free-for-all on Modern Warfare 3. I know, I'm crazy. I went back to Modern Warfare 3. But I've been watching a little bit of Mw3 recently. He plays the crap out of Modern Warfare 3 free-for-all. I was like, man, it looks like so much fun. So I went and tried it out. And yeah, probably won't ever play it again. Like, everything was going alright. It wasn't going super good. It took me a while to get my shot on. But then, like, the kids in the community nowadays, you come across so many hackers. There's these people that just camp in corners, and this game is like a perfect example of it. There was people just literally camping in the dumbest corners. This Slewfoot guy came back to this building the entire game, and it's just annoying. I hate people that do that kind of stuff, but whatever. Moving on. Before I get into today's topic, which is actually a pretty interesting topic, I wanted to talk about one little thing that I posted on my second channel, Oculi Arts. If you're not subscribed, or follow my Twitter, you should do both. That'd be great. Basically, Oculi Arts is my film channel where I produce stuff, the whole variety of stuff that I'm going to produce. And recently I produced a film called Inspiration. And basically, I created this song, and it inspired me to carry out a task throughout the day of trying to make a video to it. And I challenged myself. I made the song, I went out and shot the video, came back and edited it, and then I didn't upload it that day, but I could have. I did that all in one day. So it was a challenge, kind of, slash just I was inspired, so I let the wind carry me through it. So you should check it out. It's on the screen. You can click on it right there. It's pretty easy. Do it. Give me some feedback of what you guys think on both the music and the film, and if you want, you can subscribe to that channel. We've got content like short films coming out actually fairly soon, you know, within a month or so, and I've got other content that I have planned. But so getting into today's topic, so recently I've been doing a little bit of soul searching, I guess you could say. You know, I guess more or less figuring out who I am as a human being. And this is something that everybody goes through in life, you know? Everybody kind of does that moment in life where they're like, I don't know, outer shell, who are you? What do you do? What makes you tick? What do you enjoy as a person? And so you can focus that kind of stuff in life. And I did that a little while ago, like a couple weeks or so, and I came up with the conclusion that there's I don't have a severe case of it, but a moderately severe case of social anxiety, basically. And, you know, because I would find myself where I'd get calls from people who I actually don't have problems talking to or anything. And I would just kind of like let them go through to my voicemail. Just for whatever reason, I just didn't want to talk to anybody. I would just let it go. And even when I had like talked to certain people, like a perfect example is I had to talk to one of my past bosses or employers or whatever. And get him to send me out my tax information so I can get that taken care of this past month or so. And I put it off. Like, I didn't call him for like 3 days just because I was like, God, I don't want to talk to anybody. And so recently I came across the term introvert. Now, I've heard introvert and extrovert before. Like, this isn't the first time I've ever heard those words, but I never really looked into the exact definition of what they were. And so I looked into it, and I started to realize that instead of social anxiety, which is probably a very general thing, because everybody suffers from social anxiety. It just depends on how severe of a case that someone has, you know? Because social anxiety could include like thinking about what people think of you and stuff like that. But it felt really generic, and then I was able to narrow it down to I'm like 96% sure I'm classified as an introvert. And let me just read off the definition real quick. Basically, an introvert is someone who finds being alone very relaxing, enjoys solitude, likes thinking within themselves. They have an inner life instead of an outer life, or whatever you would like to call it. Basically, social stuff like contacting people or going to parties and stuff like that wears down on introverts. Like, they get extremely worn down from the process of doing that kind of stuff. They don't really do good with small talk, and this is like the biggest thing. I would rather just be silent than try to talk about some small topic. Small talk is extremely tedious for me to do. And they basically then go into their shell, or whatever you would like to call it, where they have solitude, and that's how they recharge their batteries. And when they do talk to people, like I said, it's not small talk. It's mostly very deep talk. I don't know. I don't know exactly how to properly word it. But then on the other side is extroverts, which are people who basically feed off other people's energy. They tend to enjoy parties. They get bored when they're alone. And then in the middle, where it's like kind of gray, is what's known as an ambivert, which is basically, you know, whatever is clever kind of thing. So I probably would say I'm an introvert. Like, when I was reading through the articles, and I actually took a couple, you know, bullcrap tests. Like, they're not actually. I mean, one of them said it was administered by a psychology person of some sorts, but you know, they're online tests. There's no actual proof that works. But basically, when I read through the definition of it, and I felt like it really does appeal to me of who I am. Like, I am 96% sure an introvert. You know, like, I enjoy spending time alone, like doing stuff like this where I just sit and just like work on something that I've got my mind set to. And I don't like talking to people, and it's funny, like, I always find it awkward and cumbersome when you're like checking out at like Meijer or some store or whatever, and the cashier makes small talk with you, and I'm just like, yeah, let's move on from this. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed pulling off that 30-8, I think. I can't remember, but whatever. It wasn't the greatest gameplay. It was slow. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Check you in the next video. Peace.